It's just that my throat is so dry.
Although it's a joke in this particular sitcom, The Wayans Brothers, the idea of the Doo Wop group is a testament to more than just that guys wanted to get with women, that guys only want sex from women. The idea of guys sitting around singing a song in harmony really harkens back to the idea that there's an essence about a woman, especially one that you're in love with, that is so special that you want to sing about it. Something that I think is partially the reason why things are so different today for young ladies, especially in the West, because they're missing that. And the way that they're showing that they're missing that is not necessarily in the way that we might think it should be, but I think the signs that is being missed are clear.
Men do not love like women do. Men love you for utility. When a man is broke, he's in survival mode. He's looking for what he can get, what he can access, who will allow him in their life. That's not falling in love.
I might be able to attribute it to my advancing age, if you will, or just having more experience and seeing things from a different point of view. But when I see these kinds of social media posts from young ladies, I know at some point in her young life, she wanted a quote unquote prince to come and make her feel like a princess. Because that's what love essentially is, even if you're not rich yet. So for guys, when we see a beautiful young lady, whether she's working at McDonald's or wherever, there's a part of us that wants to live out that idea that this is my uncovered diamond and nobody sees the beauty in her like I do. But when I see these kinds of posts on the internet, what they speak to is maybe either she's given up on that idea or she's lashing out by saying it doesn't exist anyway. So,
This is why it's important as a woman for you to understand what I teach in Men Approach Women, where criminals choose their victims.
You ain't gonna never get a record deal sounding like this.
I think it's unfortunate, but what it really speaks to, in my opinion, is that there's a conflation of, I want the love that I was promised in the romantic movies. Also, I want the guy that can provide me a certain lifestyle. And when you don't get what you want, it just goes to one place: ridicule.
You ain't gonna never get a record deal sounding like this.
Record deal? Y'all need to get some jobs.
One of the unfortunate byproducts of the environment becoming what it has is that there is a strong market for people to speak ill of black men particularly. And black men are ugly, black men don't take care of families, black men aren't good fathers. You can fill in the blank, but it's even coming from other black men to fill this void of content.
Ain't nobody gonna say this, so I'm gonna say it, okay? 90% of straight heterosexual men are unattractive. They're ugly. And then a lot of y'all ladies be talking about, I want a man that's medium ugly. Girl, that's all you have to choose from. Baby, everything else is out of stock.
Record deal? Y'all need to get some jobs.
If you were to make a list of perhaps the most unromantic, or should I say the most un-Doo Wop worthy things a woman could do, I would say that being with another man while she's not only pregnant, but pregnant with her husband's child in her stomach while being with that man, and then coming back and saying, I did it. I don't know if anything could be more heartbreaking, or should I say male behavior reforming, than that. And that is exactly what is hitting the news right now, and is probably the reason why you don't see anything close to a Doo Wop group on the music, radio, social media, nothing. Because it's just not romantic, this kind of behavior. And that's why guys are behaving differently.
Record deal? Y'all need to get some jobs.
Speaking of men behaving differently, I don't know if there's anything that points to this more than the soft guy era. Guys aren't behaving in a way that would be Doo Wop worthy because guys aren't seeing Doo Wop worthy behavior.
This type of stuff brightens my day, I promise you. Watch this.
A lot
lot of y'all dudes need to stop trying to play it off and just admit it. Like, a lot of y'all dudes really do want a man. Because I be seeing, like, dudes getting online talk about how they in they soft boy era and they want to be taken care of and they want dates and they want flowers. Like, why as a man do you want somebody to spoil you? Like, as a man, it should make you feel good to provide.
You know what, fellas? She's right.
What's funny about this is that men do want to provide. Men want to have a woman that he's taking care of. But there's a very important point, and there's someone that speaks directly to it, but I have to go to a purple pill space to find him.
Flowers, the little that costs, like all the little all it's not about money, cut it out. Them flowers you want are not free.
Are black men responsible or taking responsibility for black women emotionally? Like, are they taking care of our emotions? Are they taking care of us emotionally? Are they protecting us emotionally?
The card you want, the consideration you want, outside of me giving you my time and like that, some of that stuff not free. And the little things cost a lot more literally than they ever have. It's scared, bruh.
That's the real question. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. I think it's like the last thing on your list. I think it makes you squeamish. I think it makes you uncomfortable. I think you don't want to have the conversation. I think you have excuses.
It's scared because, especially now more than ever, the way we taught to view what a man's supposed to bring, even traditionally, to not even appreciate it. You feel me?
I think it's a turnoff. I think it's thinking about us emotionally is like a big negative to men. And I have a good guy. I have a good guy. But stuff like, if I cry at the wrong thing, what are you crying for?
You can ask a lot of, like, I done had it happen. And now that I got a couple dollars under my belt, that is not appreciated, it's expected. You feel me? I don't get commended for being a who got my together.
So they're definitely not being held accountable for it. They're definitely not protecting it. And they're definitely not nurturing it. I think they're running the other direction when it comes to us being emotional or having emotions or having our emotions taken care of.
Seeing the way some of these women talk, all that princess treatment, soft life, I want to be taken care of, I need a to put me up. Whoa.
I'm sure that there are people that will say that he speaks to young ladies in a certain way, and then sometimes he talks to the guys, but I think he's just a man that's making the most of the situation afforded him, and he is a good businessman. But what he's speaking to is a very simple issue. When men go out and do work and do what's necessary to bring home what it takes to pay for a home, there's that magic there that when I speak about the doo-wop singing, that makes him want to sing. That singing that guys would come to the corner and do, that comes from the fact that I want the opportunity to provide for this woman and have a happy family with her. And that magic is gone.
These definitely not the women. I ain't saying they better or worse, but these is not the women that who number I was putting on my hand back in the day.
Correct.
So it's some new going on.
When people talk about passport bros or guys going overseas, more than going to find a woman, men are going to find that magic of a woman that needs him, a woman that appreciates him going out into the world, and however much he makes, she appreciates it, and not expecting it. Because expecting it, or even saying that bottom of the barrel is you going out and making money, that might be the second biggest turnoff that would keep guys from quote unquote doo-wopping.
Now that we got jobs, things are the way they supposed to be.
Salute to Tripp for his honesty, but truth be told, the conversation that he's having now is one that probably should have been had in the 1990s. For the average guy who has watched all kinds of debaucherous behavior and young ladies talking about having rosters, and even watching the conversation around, do I have the right to take care of what's inside of me if I don't want to keep it? That all contributes to a way that men look at young ladies differently. I'm not saying that women shouldn't have the right to take care of the child, but to celebrate the right to have it, it changes the way that we look at young ladies who might in the future be the mothers of our children. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old. I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely, made from love? If you are a man and you have ever had a child with a woman that you're in love with, there is nothing more beautiful, more angelic than to see this woman that you love grow inside with your family that will soon become 3 instead of 2. It is the most beautiful thing that a man could ever experience in his lifetime. And to hear someone like Cardi B make the remark that she made should be fiercely reprimanded by elders, if there was a black community, in the black community, because it is an assault on the idea of a man loving a woman who is having his child and knowing that the child is his and they're perfectly in love and everything is just glorious. These are the moments that guys write love ballads for, they sing doo-wop songs for. And when guys lose that image, their behavior changes. And I think that is why we're seeing the kind of behavior we're seeing on social media, because women have noticed that the guy that previously would have done the flowers and the chocolate or the roses or the doo-wop song or whatever would be the romantic equivalent is not there anymore. And for guys who see this kind of unappreciative nature of you're supposed to do it, well, I would gladly do it if the other side of it was the beauty of the feminine mystique was still there. And I think what's unfortunate is that many men, at least where they are, have lost that image. And so one of two things are going to happen. First, of course, is that men are going to change their behavior. And that's why many young ladies are on social media lamenting how men have changed behavior. And two, men are going to go somewhere where they can have the opportunity to have that image to pursue. I don't know if things are right or wrong, or if guys are going to achieve perfect happiness where they go. But what I can tell you is that that image of seeing a woman have your child inside of you and you're in love with her is so powerful that it doesn't have to be someone that you're the same color or nationality of. It doesn't have to be someone that's the same age as you. It doesn't have to be a lot of things. It just has to be love. And men are getting on airplanes because that pull is so powerful. And as a person, a man who has experienced it, is 100% worth chasing. So have no shame or guilt at all for chasing it, gentlemen, because you deserve that moment. And you deserve to have a family with a woman who loves you and wants to cherish that moment with you. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. Catch you next video. Take care, guys.